For many South Africans, like Randfontein teacher Kwena Chepe, the idea of travel, especially flying, seemed out of reach due to the many demands on their limited resources. But now Chepe and his friend Dominic Dlamini will get the opportunity to fly for the first time on board an SAA flight from Johannesburg's OR Tambo Airport to King Shaka in Durban. The airline attracts travellers through all-inclusive pricing and an impeccable safety record, among others.
We've actually come through COVID that destroyed so many businesses, and yet we're still here. And we have that ability to say that we're still here. So I think it's actually being grateful for those small mercies.
Aviation expert Desmond Latham says growth in the domestic airline space has almost recovered to the pre-COVID-19 levels of 2019. Latham says it's possible to get cheap flights.
All our airliners locally operate on a surge pricing system. They all use AI and algorithms, and the later you are and the closer to your departure time, and between 7 and 9 a.m. in the morning trips and the same in the evening generally are much more expensive because that's when people want to travel. They do the daily work. So it's a bit of a misconception that the capacity is not there. It is there. You just have to be more creative, as our colleagues are around the world, by the way. In Australia, America, Japan, China, people don't fly in surge pricing times. They fly in times that they can afford. My flight, for example, from Cape Town to Johannesburg was 900 Rand. If you drive that, it's going to cost you closer to 4,000 Rand, depending on the vehicle you drive. So you can see it's really cost effective. You just got to pick your time.
For Chepe, the chance to experience flying for the first time was both nerve-wracking and exciting, and definitely something he and his friend want to do again.
I had a problem with stomach. I had a gomaru. Yes. But I think it was a very great feeling for me.
My stomach was coming up.
I almost.
But I was telling myself, don't watch through the window. Watch outside.
Now I was watching the whole time
until it passes that stage. Ooh. That's what I was doing.
The industry is now focusing on attracting passengers like Chepe, who are among a high number of South African professionals who are not travelling. Having been a teacher for more than 17 years, Chepe has never travelled much except between Limpopo and the Gauteng province. Today he's visiting Durban for the first time with his friend. Chepe is among the first-time flyers who often choose packaged tours. Clement Radebe Tourism Development is one of the tour operator companies that have identified first-time travellers as a growing market in South Africa. The business offers payment options through stokvels for those who may not be able to pay in full or at once. Customers also get a unique perspective of the former black middle-income township Clement and the rest of Durban.
We've made sure how do we attract the new travellers, whereby 10 years back we came up with a package where we start to talk to locals and identify the market which is based in Soweto, and those are the stokvel groupings. And what we do for them, we start to sell a package 3 months before traveling, where we make it easier for them to come up as groups where they save together, because what we don't know, people that live within the landlocked areas save money for traveling, and it makes their life easier because when we bring up a package, it covers a number of things, from transport to accommodation, your eateries, as well as the experience. That's how we make it easier for the people.
Founder and CEO of Durban's largest privately owned and independently run hotel group, Santa Naidu, says Umhlanga is emerging as a massive tourism hub.
Umhlanga is a center of Durban, so we're in the right spot. Business and tourists are moving north from the city. So I think we're ideally situated here. We're not far from the airport. It's 15 minutes away from the airport. So everything, location, position, all is perfect.
The tourism industry seems ready to rise despite the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. With the right measures in place, it could entice those who'd previously found travelling inaccessible. Nosipho, SABC News, Durban.